Hello, loves. Welcome to another Fab Collab. The host, Cathryn Holt, my sister, the talented amateur decorating like a pro. She challenged us to style a tablescape for spring and Easter 2018. This is an open invitation, so you are going to get a lot of ideas for your spring table decor. So let's get started. We have several tablescapes I want to show you. We have here on the right hand side the lantern that I normally have on my island. I love this large lantern. I bought this at Kirkland's, I believe. I love how it's decorated. If you want to know how to decorate a lantern, I also will link that in the iCard above. It is decorated with this beautiful bunny here that I purchased from Pier 1 about a year ago. I believe it was $12.99. It's sitting inside a glass pedestal that's filled with that grass-like material, and I decorated some white eggs. They were plain white eggs, and I just took a black marker or black paint pen and decorate those. And I just love this bunny. Look at that pose, so cute. And the tall ears, a little black speckles here and there on the forearm and the ears. And then I covered up the foundation with some greenery. So that's what we have for the lantern. And then we come across in the middle. This is the grand introduction here to spring. I just love how I did this year. We're gonna start here on this side where you see this nice welcome to spring or happy spring butcher block, I guess you can say. It is very nice. I purchased this at Michael's. It was 40% off for $14.99. Look at that. It's like an old world farmhouse design. I was getting more interested in the farmhouse style. It depends on what it is, really. But I like it here and there, depending on, can use it in my design. But I just like this. It really speaks welcome to spring, or it can even be for Easter. And I love the kind of wash out decor that they put on here. Now it is sitting down inside this large flower box that I will talk about later, but I filled it up with some magnolia flowers and some fruit. We have pears and apples here, and we also have some green eggs, or Easter eggs I guess you can say, with moss on them. I think that really makes it pop in between the fruit there. Break up some of that white. Magnolia leaves are really large on this garland. I purchased this garland at, I think it was Pier 1 a year and a half or so ago. Then right here in the center is that beautiful berry vine tree. Remember I said that they can decorate it for spring. It really does very well in the decor here. Shows up very nice in between the butcher block and this gorgeous cloche that I showed you guys in a Breeze Fabify not too long ago. I purchased this cloche that Tuesday morning. And inside the cloche we have a bird that's sitting on a branch of flowers, and he's also nesting inside a nest filled with moss eggs. Busy bird, huh? And then there's the nest there that I made out of a wreath because they didn't have a nest that was big enough for this cloche. So I just took the smallest wreath that they had, took it loose just a little bit, just loosen it up a little bit, and then put some greenery in there and some old leaves and what have you to make it look like a nest, a bird nest. And it's all sitting on this beautiful silver platter that is the bottom of the cloche. And then we come down and there's the rest of that beautiful fruit that I use every now and again in my spring design, and then some magnolia flowers. And all of this is sitting down into this planter box. I have a DIY with this planter box. I will link that in the iCard above also if you're interested in that. And that sits on the buffet server. Then we go over to the left side, and it ends with another black lantern with another white bunny, and this one poses is different. He has his arms crossed in the front, still have those black speckles and those long ears, sitting down into another crystal pedestal filled with eggs. And then there's the foundation there again with greenery. I think it all came together quite well. I really like it. Then we come to the chairs here. As you can see, there's some eggs that I've decorated on the back of the chairs. You hear that? It wasn't on purpose. The reason that happened is so funny because they're your regular eggs that you can buy at Michael's, and a white eggs in a carton. There's 12 in a carton. And basically what I done, I punch a hole down in here, if you could see that hole there. And I punched a hole to string this ribbon down in there. And when I punched the hole, I guess the material from the egg fell down in here, and now it makes that rattle noise. So when they all come together, hear that? It gives me a little extra thing there for my little eggs. But I just love these. I had decorated these again with some black paint pen and just scribbled on them and had fun with that. That was a lot of fun. You can do that with your children if you want to do something different for Easter. Instead of dyeing the eggs, just take some black or colored paint pens and just have them go at it. Show their creativity for the Easter holiday. So that is it for the first tablescape. So now let's move on to the second one. Okay, here's the next tablescape for this spring. It's a Magnolia place setting. I think I used this last year for the spring. We have a salad plate, and we have the dinner plate, and we also have a pear sitting in here, a very large pear. I purchased this from TJ Maxx 2 years ago, and I just love the napkin rings. The napkin rings cost $3.99. I left the price on here so I can let you know how much these cost because they're so different. And I purchased these at Pier 1. And then we have these napkins that I also purchased from Pier 1. They were on sale. So I think I got them for $1.50, I believe. And here's the other place setting. And then we come to the centerpiece for the cafe table. It's pretty simple, really. We have a nice silver tray that I covered in a moss or leaves foundation. Then we have a very small bird's nest with a couple of moss eggs. There is that beautiful dessert Magnolia or salad plate. And then we have some more pears and apples in this crystal dish. I showed you guys this crystal dish that I got from an estate sale. I will link that. Breeze Fabric Finds, I believe it is. I will link that in the iCard if you're interested. And it's filled again with those white fruit. And then we come to this centerpiece that is actually a white picture. You can see the handle there. And I put 3 large magnolias in here and some very large magnolia leaves, branches. That kind of leans over to the side. So I made it heavy on this side so it looked kind of asymmetrical. And then we have the flowers over here. So it kind of swings out. If you can see that. So that's pretty simple for the place setting at our cafe table. So now I'll show you the next and the last table setting. So here we are at the last tablescape. This is my side table that's next to the window here in my ladies' lounge. And it has a 2 glass shelf. We will look at the second glass shelf first. We have some beautiful black and silver fashion books. They are faux fashion books. They open up for storage. I purchased these at TJ Maxx, and this little one right here was for $3.99. And inside, you can see it says this book belongs to, and another beautiful drawing inside. I just love this Parisian style design on the books. And here is another one. This is the second one. And I believe this one cost $5.99. And it also opens up for storage. And it has another drawing inside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They had another large one. I hope I can find it. I should have gotten it then. But I think it was for $9.99. And it's kind of a stair step to this one. So that's our decor on the second shelf. On the first shelf, we will start with this beautiful jeweled mirrored box. If you follow me on Instagram or my Facebook page in my Facebook group, you would have seen this. I introduced this little guy here on those social medias, and I do that a lot. I introduce a lot of things on those social medias first before I put them out on video. So if you want to know what's coming down the pike at Bree's Project Book, that's the first place to look. But you have to follow me. So we have this beautiful mirrored box here. You guys seen this before. I've decorated with many times for my seasonal decor. And we have this gorgeous nest. Isn't that beautiful? I purchased this at Kirkland's. I can't remember the cost though. But it's a nice substantial size. And we have this another blue bird here. It might be a blue jay. And I purchased that from Michael's. But I thought this would really be a substantial small piece. It's enough presence to catch the eye and really be interesting on this side of the table. Then we come to this huge floral arrangement here, and it's in a cylinder glass vase that's filled with moss rocks. Now I had those for some time. Now they're faux rocks, of course. I think they made out of foam. I purchased it Michael's, or was it AC Moore? I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if they still have them or not, but they've been several years ago that I purchased these. Love how they look in this glass cylinder vase. Then it comes out into these beautiful, huge magnolia flowers that matches the rest of the decor. And these huge leaves. Now these branches, I added some more branches in here, and I purchased these branches from Pier 1. I think they were like $7.99 or maybe $4.99 per branch, but I purchased a lot of those. They really fill out the floor arrangement. So that's what that looks like. And then we come to the last three groupings here on the right hand side. And we have some marble coaster that has a silver banding on the side there, and then a mirrored frame to coordinate with the mirrored box. And we have a picture of bird nest in here with 3 eggs. I thought that was very nice little touch. And then behind that we have a stand with a tall vase. Now this vase matches another vase that I did with my coffee tablescape. If you haven't seen that, I will place that in the iCard above, but it's another style of this vase. If you want to see how I did that, that's a very good video if you want to know how to style your coffee table. So let's back up so you can get a good look at that. I want to thank my friend and my dear sister Cathryn Holt for this fab collab. Girl, love you a lot. Thank you for inviting me. Don't forget to look in the description box for the other ladies in the playlist that Cathryn has for you guys to check out. I am going to do that because I know there are going to be some fabulous designs and tips for this spring, and you guys will get a lot of tips and ideas for these talented ladies. So that would do it for me. I hope you guys enjoy this. Got a lot of tips and some ideas on how to decorate your tablescape for this spring. And I will see you guys on the next video. Stay inspired, and I'll see you soon. Smooches!